Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session designed to reactivate powerful feelings of love and connection. And this was created for a client that was in a relationship, wanted to be in that relationship, but felt that there were certain things that they needed to work on. And part of that was reactivating the resourceful states. And what can happen in a relationship is in the early days of a relationship, everything is new, everything is exciting. Everything triggers desire, arousal, all the neurotransmitters like oxytocin, the endorphin, serotonin, it all floods through the system and everything feels amazing. And in that state, almost nothing can annoy you, frustrate you, and everything seems to feel wonderful. But what can happen is that there can be a growing complacency with the things that made you attracted to them and them attracted to you. And it's quite an insidious law called the law of familiarity. And we can get used to anything if we're around it. If you think of someone that you know that lives next to a busy road or a train station, they don't hear the noise. They've got used to it. It's the law of familiarity. And that can happen in relationships too. This is designed to reactivate powerful feelings of love and connection by associating into some of the early memories of the relationship. And although it was created for a client, these things are quite common in every relationship. There would have been a point of first contact, maybe seeing them for the first time or communicating with them for the first time, the first meeting, the first date, the first hug, the first kiss, the first holiday. All of these things are very powerful to activate wonderful, resourceful feelings. And typically when people feel these feelings, they tend to be more motivated and resourceful at making the relationship stronger. So even though it was created for someone else, if you are in a relationship, this will be helpful because you can think about some of those early memories and reactivate positive memories and the emotional associations connected to them. If you are interested in a more bespoke hypnosis session, there will be a link in the show notes to schedule a free consultation call. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel a sense of ever-growing relaxation. That you're breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension, so that with each and every breath, you feel like you're becoming deeper and deeper relaxed. When you breathe in deeper than you normally would. And as you exhale, just breathe out for longer, noticing that by breathing out for longer, you're releasing more of that tension, taking you to a place of calm, positive, resourceful relaxation. Allow your mind to wander as you start thinking about your past, like a selection of old videos. Use the power of your imagination to imagine a projector that can project memories onto a screen like old videos. And I wonder if you can use the power of your imagination to imagine a comfy sofa and a large screen, and hear the whirring of a projector as you project the very first moment that you made contact with your partner. See yourself on screen, communicating with them however you first made contact. See yourself back where you were. Maybe you can recall what you were wearing, perhaps the room you were in, and just observe. Perhaps this moment is the beginning of a story of two people that found their way together. Perhaps you can observe those early communications, not just face-to-face or verbal, sometimes sending messages, memes, videos, or songs. But observe your facial expressions. The connection was real, even if you were far away. And I want you to recall an early moment of real connection, a strong emotional connection that even if you weren't close in reality, you felt that emotional connection even stronger than you normally did. As you observe that version of you on that screen, imagine floating into the screen, feeling the intensity of that connection. Maybe imagine scrolling through a phone, looking at messages, Maybe there was playfulness. Maybe there was discovery. Feel those feelings as if you're reliving them. Then jump back out to the sofa, as I want you now on that screen to see the memory of the very first time you met in person. See yourself like you're watching a movie of the memory. Remember where you were. How it all happened. And just observe the memory like you're watching it on a movie screen. And when you feel there was something special in that very first meeting, just rewind it, step into the movie, and then imagine reliving perhaps that very first hug, the embrace, making eye contact not over a screen, but in reality. Relive that moment, slow it down if you need to. Feel what you felt at the time. That's it. You can rewind and play this forward as many times as you like, but imagine you are re-experiencing that moment. Find yourself back on the sofa looking at that screen. And I want you to think perhaps of the very first kiss. See it on screen. Recall where you were, how it was. Rewind it, step into the movie. No longer observing, but experiencing everything as if it's happening again. I want you to make an assessment of the billions of people there are in the world. You were able to find that one person with such a unique connection. You overcame obstacles, difficulties, made sacrifices to create something special. Re-experience that very first kiss. And then go back onto that sofa looking at the screen as you see a time of intense connection, perhaps a time in nature. Maybe a time of a shared holiday, a time of hikes, of nature, maybe waterfalls or blue skies, of warmth, of coldness. But I want you to feel just how strong that connection was. Rewind it, step into the movie, and then feel those feelings all over again. Feel how good it feels to feel such a strong, powerful connection. Thinking of all the people that exist, this is the person you're choosing to spend your time with. Jump back to the sofa and just observe a memory of a difficulty that was reconciled. Observe that disconnection and then see the reconnection as it gives evidence that even difficult moments can lead to those good feelings flowing all the way back again. Rewind it, step into that moment of difficulty, an argument, a disagreement, a falling out, and then relive whatever happened to resolve it, to reconcile it. And notice that it's not the absence of problems that makes the relationship strong, but a willingness to mend things when they go astray. So feel that you're redoing that resolution. Feel the connection even stronger because of the resolution, as you feel a wonderful sense that so long as the intention is to mend things and not end things, there will always be a way. And then think, as you return to the sofa, what your future together could look like. Imagine observing memories, moments that haven't happened yet, but could or will. See smiles, hugs, kisses, strong connections, collaboration. See it all and feel a wonderful future awaits. Breathe in and breathe out. Return to the sofa and leave the sofa, feeling that you are reconnected to yourself, but reconnected to your partner. Feel positive, a sense of love, connection, desire. Feel it all as you return back to the present moment. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, connect fully into the present moment as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.